Hello and welcome to this tutorial. So in this tutorial we are going to write a C++ program for finding the factorial of a number. So first we'll understand what exactly the factorial of a number is. So basically factorial of a number is of a positive integer n is the product of all positive integers less than or equal to n, which means if we are given 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Like we have to multiply all the numbers from the given number down till 1. Suppose we have n we have to find n factorial. So n factorial is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on till 1. So this is the factorial, and we need to remember one to two things, that are the value of 0 factorial is 1 and 1 factorial is obviously 1. So now let's start with the logic, what strategy we're going to use. So we'll use recursion to calculate the factorial. Firstly, because it is very easy, and it will improve the complexity of our code. So we know that 1 factorial is 1 and 0 factorial is also 1. So if n is 1 or it is 0, we just need to simply return 1. And if n is greater than 1, then we have to calculate. So what we are going to do is, here on the screen we can see 5 factorial is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. But 4 factorial is equal to 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So we can write this 4 and 3 into 2 into 1 as 4 factorial, which means 5 factorial can be written as 5 into 4 factorial. In a similar manner, we can write 10 factorial as 10 into 9 factorial. So if we are given n factorial, we can write it as n into n minus 1 factorial. So we are going to use this strategy or logic in our code. So let's get started with the code. So this is CodeBlocks IDE. So, and you can use any other IDE as long as it supports C++ program. So here is the problem statement. Write a program to find factorial of a given number. So first of all, I'm going to save it as factorial dot. Don't forget the .cpp extension, it's very important. Okay, so now let's get started with the code. So this is our main function. In the main function, we'll declare a variable n which the user will enter, and we'll print on the screen enter a positive integer. Now we'll take the number from the user, and after that we are going to print the result. And now we'll call our function. So we'll define one function also above the main function, int factorial, which will take an integer type of argument, and it will also return the integer type answer. So we have named this function int factorial, and so we are going to call it here factorial, and it will have n. Okay, so and return 0. So now we come to our main function, sorry, this factorial function. So what we learn in this logic, that if n is equal to 1 or n is equal to 0, we just need to simply return 1. So we'll write it here. If n is equal to 0, or n is equal to 1, then what do we have to do? We just need to simply return 1, right? Else if in any other case, like if n is greater than 1, then we have to calculate. In that case, sorry, now if n is greater than 1, what we have to do is we have to return. So if we are given n factorial, what we have to return? N into n minus 1 factorial. So we can call this through recursion. We'll call the function, and it will give us n minus 1 factorial. So what do we have to return? We have to return n into factorial, and it will have n minus 1, because in recursion we have to pass a value which is less than the parameter value. We cannot pass the same n here. We have to pass a value which is less than this value, and this whole value will give us the factorial of n. Okay, so now we are done with the program. Let's build it and see if it has any errors or not. Okay, first we have to save it, always remember. Now I'll build it. Okay, so it's showing 0 error, which means our program has compiled, and now we're going to run it. So first we are going to enter 5. So see, it's giving 120. The factorial of the given number is 120. Okay, let's try one more integer, taking one more integer. Let's try 10 this time. It's 323628800. So our program is working fine, and so we have written a code to calculate the factorial of a given number, and we are done with the program. So if you like the video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and if you want many more such tutorials on specific topics, do mention them in the comment section. We'll try to cover them. Thank you for watching.